Hello and welcome to the YouTube channel. So, today we will be starting with the portion 8.3 of the chapter Cell, the Unit of Life, an overview of cell. As we have already observed cells in an onion peel or human cheek under the microscope, let us recollect their structure. The onion cell, which is a plant cell, it has a cell wall as its boundary, and just within it is the cell membrane, whereas the human cheek have an outer membrane as the delimiting structure of the cell. So we know that plant cells have a outer boundary as the cell wall, whereas the animal cells do not have cell wall, they lack cell wall, and the delimiting structure of the cell is the cell membrane. Inside each cell is a dense membrane bound structure called nucleus. This contains the chromosomes, which in turn contain the genetic material. So, what is the structure? That nucleus, it has chromosomes and they further have the genetic material, which is the DNA. So, cells that have membrane bound nuclei are called eukaryotic, whereas that lack a membrane bound nucleus are prokaryotic. So, what is the difference between eukaryotic and prokaryotic cells? It is the difference between the nuclei, which is a membrane bound organelle. In both the types of cells, a semi-fluid matrix called cytoplasm occupies the volume of the cell. So, what occupies the volume of the cell? That is cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is the main arena of cellular activities in both the types of cells. Various chemical reactions occur in it to keep the cell in the living state. So, this is an important point over here. Then, this is another important point, and the semi fluid matrix is cytoplasm. Besides the nucleus, eukaryotic cells have other membrane bound distinct structures called organelles like the endoplasmic reticulum ER, Golgi complex, lysosomes, mitochondria, microbodies, and vacuoles. So, all these organelles are membrane bound, they have a membrane outside. The prokaryotic cells lack such membrane bound organelles. So basically, lacking the membrane bound organelles and having them is the major point of difference between prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells. So ribosomes, but are an exception over here. Ribosomes are non membrane bound organelles found in all cells, both eukaryotic as well as prokaryotic. Within the cell, ribosomes are not found only in cytoplasm but also within the two organelles, which is chloroplast in plants and mitochondria, and also on rough endoplasmic reticulum. So this is a very important question, that ribosomes, they are non-membrane bound organelle, and ribosomes are found within, that is inside, two organelles, which is chloroplast, which is in plants, and mitochondria, and it is found on rough endoplasmic reticulum. Animal cells contain another non-membrane bound organelle called centriole, which helps in cell division. Now, centriole is absent in plant cells. It is present only in animal cells and it helps in cell division. Cells differ greatly in size, shape, and activities, which is shown in the next diagram. For example, mycoplasmas, which are the smallest cells, are only zero point 0.3 micrometers in length, while bacteria could be 3 to 5 micrometers. So now this is the diagram. These are red blood cells which have round shape and are biconcave in shape, then these are WBCs which are amoeboid, and this is columnar epithelial cells which are long and narrow. Now, comment down and tell the location of columnar epithelial cells. This is the task for you all. Next, this is a nerve cell which is highly branched and long. Then we have a trachea that is elongated. Then mesophyll cells which are round and oval. So this was a diagram showing different shapes and sizes of the cells. So now, the largest isolated single cell is egg of an ostrich. Multicellular organisms may, human RBCs are about 7 micrometer in diameter. Nerve cells one of the longest cells हैं. सेल्स वेरी करते हैं शेप में, वो हो सकते हैं डिस्क लाइक, पॉलीगोनल, कोलमनार, क्यूबॉइड, थ्रेड लाइक और इवन इरेगुलर इन शेप. So here what could be the example of different shapes? Like for example, columnar is columnar epithelial cells and cuboidal can be mesophyll cells. No, they cannot be because they are round and oval. It was clearly mentioned over here. They are round and oval. If it comes that mesophyll cells are cuboid, then this will be a wrong statement. So you need to correlate everything according to NCERT. The shape of cells can vary with the function they perform. Next, 8.4 prokaryotic cells. Prokaryotic cells are represented by bacteria, BGA, mycoplasma, and PPLO, pleuropneumonia-like organisms. They are smaller and multiply more rapidly than the eukaryotic cells. वो शेप और साइज में वेरी करते हैं. 4 तरह के बैक्टीरिया बेसिकली हमें देखते को मिलते हैं, जो कि है बैसिलस विच इज रॉड लाइक, कोकस दैट इज स्फेरिकल, विब्रियो इज कॉमा शेप्ड एंड स्पिरुलम दैट इज स्पाइरल. So organization of prokaryotic cell is fundamentally similar even though prokaryotes exhibit a wide variety of shapes and function. So if the statement comes that prokaryotic cell organization is not fundamentally similar, so that will be wrong. It is similar and they exhibit a wide variety of shapes, functions, and also sizes as we have seen above. So all prokaryotes have a cell wall surrounding the cell membrane, but it is absent in mycoplasma. So mycoplasma does not have a cell wall. It is a very important point. The fluid matrix filling the cell is the cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is present in all prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells. There is no well-defined nucleus. Genetic material is naked, not enveloped by a nuclear membrane. So the nuclear membrane was present in eukaryotic cells, but because bacteria, mycoplasma, they are prokaryotes, they do not have a nuclear membrane. In addition to genomic DNA, the single chromosome or the circular DNA, many bacteria have small circular DNA outside the genomic DNA. So, many prokaryotes have an extra copy of DNA which is different from the genomic DNA. These smaller DNA are called plasmids. So the extra copy of DNA is called plasmid. Now a confusion could occur that the genomic DNA is called plasmid, or the statement might come that the genomic DNA is known as plasmid, so that would be wrong. The plasmid DNA confers certain unique phenotypic characters to such bacteria. One such is resistance to antibiotics. So about this we will be learning in higher classes, that is in 12th. DNA is used to monitor bacterial transformation with foreign DNA. So what this line means is that DNA is used in checking the transformation of bacteria, which is done with the help of a foreign DNA. Nuclear membrane is found in eukaryotes. No organelles like the ones in eukaryotes are found in prokaryotes, except the only exception is ribosomes. Prokaryotes have something special, something unique in form of inclusions, which is again a characteristic feature of prokaryotes. A specialized differentiated form of cell membrane called mesosome is another characteristic feature of prokaryotes. They are essentially enfoldings of cell membrane. So, what are the enfoldings of cell membrane called? They are mesosomes. So now here we have a diagram showing typical bacteria, that is 1 to 2 micrometers, PPLO are about zero point 0.1 micrometers, viruses that can be ranging from 0.02 to zero point 0.2 micrometers, and a typical eukaryotic cell on an average is from 10 to 20 micrometers. So here as we can see that these are organelles which have a membrane. This is the mitochondrion, a nucleus, and rough endoplasmic reticulum having ribosomes. So which were the two other organelles having ribosomes? That was chloroplast in plants and mitochondria, and also on RER ribosomes are found. So what is the typical size of a bacteria? That is 1 to 2 micrometers. Now, I will be giving you 3 questions whose answer you will be commenting down in the comment section below. So, what is the exception in mycoplasma? Number 1. Number 2, what are mesosomes? And number 3. And number 3 question is, what is the radius of human RBCs? Make sure to comment the answers by carefully analyzing them. Till then, keep studying, revise this section, and all the best.